Have you ever wondered what it feels like to spend a lifetime being admired, yet rarely truly understood? That was the quiet reality of Nancy Kulp, the woman millions of viewers knew simply as Miss Jane Hathaway from the Beverly Hillbillies. On television, she appeared calm, intelligent, and perfectly in control. But behind that composed smile was a life shaped by discipline, sacrifice, and choices that often left her standing alone. Nancy's story didn't begin under Hollywood lights. It began in 1921 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, in a home where education mattered more than popularity. Her father worked as a federal tax officer, and her mother was a teacher who later became a school principal. In that household, success meant precision, effort, and responsibility. Emotion was rarely discussed. Achievement was everything. Even as a child, Nancy stood out. She was taller than many girls her age and carried herself with unusual confidence. But standing out often comes with a price. People noticed her intelligence before they noticed anything else, and in a society that expected women to be agreeable rather than outspoken, that difference quietly shaped her future. She pursued knowledge relentlessly, studying journalism at Florida State College for Women before continuing graduate studies in English and French at the University of Miami. Words fascinated her. Structure fascinated her. Journalism taught her that every sentence matters and that clarity is more powerful than charm. Then, history intervened. During World War II, Nancy joined the U.S. Navy Waves, serving as an officer responsible for administrative and aviation training roles. A military life demanded exactness and emotional control. Mistakes were not tolerated. That environment strengthened the traits she already possessed: discipline, composure, and the ability to function under pressure. After the war, Nancy moved into journalism and publicity work in Hollywood. Acting wasn't even the plan at first, yet opportunities appeared, and slowly she stepped in front of the camera. Her early film roles in productions like Shane, A Star is Born, and The Three Faces of Eve showed a performer capable of subtlety and intelligence. But Hollywood had its own rules. Her height, her deep voice, and her sharp presence didn't fit the era's typical leading lady image. Still, she persisted. Then, in 1962, everything changed. Nancy was cast as Jane Hathaway on the Beverly Hillbillies. The show exploded in popularity, drawing tens of millions of viewers every week and running for 9 seasons. Miss Jane became the intelligent anchor inside a chaotic world of comedy. Nancy's dry delivery and quiet authority turned the character into one of the show's most memorable figures, even earning her an Emmy nomination in 1967. But success can also create a cage. Once audiences saw her as Miss Jane, Hollywood struggled to see her as anything else. Later, she appeared on shows like Sanford and Son, Fantasy Island, and The Love Boat, and even voiced a character in Disney's 1970 animated film, The Aristocats. Yet the industry continued placing her in supporting roles. In 1984, Nancy made an unexpected move. At 62, she ran for the United States House of Representatives in Pennsylvania. She believed public service mattered more than comfort. But the campaign took a painful turn when her former co-star Buddy Ebsen publicly supported her opponent. Radio ads criticizing her aired thousands of times. The election ended with 59,000 votes for Nancy and about 117,000 for her opponent. She accepted defeat with dignity. No bitterness, just quiet resilience. Nancy never remarried after her early divorce in 1961. Instead, she devoted her later years to teaching theater, supporting animal welfare organizations, and mentoring young performers. She believed acting wasn't about fame. It was about discipline and truth. In 1990, she was diagnosed with cancer. On February 3, 1991, Nancy Kulp passed away quietly in Palm Desert, California, far from the bright lights of television. And maybe that's the real lesson her life leaves behind. Fame may celebrate the loudest stars, but sometimes the strongest people are the ones who carry entire stories without ever demanding the spotlight. If you enjoy exploring the hidden lives behind classic television legends, make sure to subscribe, because some of the most powerful stories are the ones history almost forgot.